Far away there's a princess named Keira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight she dances through the meadow, with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen, but CaptainKeira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. CaptainKeira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist. far away there's a princess named Keira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight she dances through the meadow, with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen, but CaptainKeira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. CaptainKeira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist. far away there's a princess named Keira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight she dances through the meadow, with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen, but CaptainKeira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. CaptainKeira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist. far away there's a princess named Keira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight she dances through the meadow, with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen, but CaptainKeira's heart forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. CaptainKeira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Hello. Hey, guys. Hello, everybody. Emma, I took you by surprise. Emma? What do I have, Emma? What do we have here, everyone? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got Emma in the house. We got Dusty in the house. We got Daniel Ozark in the house. We got Hewlin Mall. What the heck? I think Hewlin Mall is visiting the Giant Fun Stream remotely from what I believe is a baseball park at a baseball game, so I won't be here for long. Much love to the Bunz. Thank you, Hewlin Mall. You are such a loyal Bunzy. Bunzo? I gotta think about that. I gotta think about that one a little bit more. Yes. Hope you have a great time at your baseball game, Hewlin Mall. 'Tis the season for baseball and doing all things outdoors. I got to swim for about an hour yesterday. I actually didn't go all the way in. It was a little cooler than I expected, but I still had a fabulous time. And if anyone who's on my Discord server, I put a pretty picture up of what the sky looked like when I was leaving. It was like the sun was just beginning to set like a teeny bit, and the clouds were backlit with silver, with like this just bright silver light. And I just thought, oh, stunning. So I took a picture. I put that on the server. What else did I take? Oh, I took a picture of the sunrise from yesterday morning. So like, that I guess that would make sense. Like the sunrise was beautiful and then the sunset was beautiful. I never get bored of watching the outside world. I just ate dinner outside, just chilling by myself. And not really by myself. There, I could hear critters like crashing around. I couldn't see anyone though. I thought, oh, maybe Funky Bones, my pet deer, is around. Thought, oh, maybe one of the giant buns who had been, I think Donkey, of course, was like, he's been terrorizing the downstairs. I thought maybe he had snuck out because I was grilling some veggie burgers. Well, they weren't really made out of vegetables so much. They were Beyond Meat burgers, but I grilled kind of medium peppers, not hot peppers, but medium peppers. Hewlin Mall had to pop in and show my support. You're the best, Hewlin Mall. Love to you from the Bunz, as always. And you too, Daniel Ozark. I know Daniel Ozark's got some more stuff, more pots on the stove right now. He's got some studies that he is doing, and I'm very excited for him. He's doing some more. He's adding more to his repertoire. I mean, not completely new stuff, but he's just going further with doing more with it. So anyway, all of you guys, I'm just always excited for you to show up, and I'm very interested in each and every one of you. And I value that you spend some time here. So good stuff. Gwynnie. Why is it always Gwynnie that like chills while everyone else eats? And lately, Sluggo has been hiding under the chair when it's food time, but Sluggy is hungry. Yeah, Sluggo was so cute earlier, you guys. I mean, all of the buns were, because I know Sluggo, Dusty, and Gwynnie had some banana today. Not a lot, not a lot of banana. I still have most of it downstairs because I fed them just kind of the end of it. But they were all so adorable, and they had to like lick their chops, like lick their little snouts and clean their faces afterwards because bananas are kind of slimy and mushy. But actually, Emma didn't have any banana. Emma, what were you doing? I think you would have really liked a little bit of banana. I don't, want to overdo it with sugary stuff. Um, sugary, starchy stuff. But and then the girls, I think Sandy Bunny and Teeny Bunny were having some banana, and my producer made shorts out of just like really random, off the cuff, like unplanned footage that I was eating my lunch upstairs with the Bunz today, and I just thought, I was having like peanut butter and banana on like toasted gluten-free sour. I mean, it was just like so delicious. And I thought, I've got some extra banana here. I'll just bring it with me because I didn't want to eat my lunch in front of the Bunz and like not bring anything. I'm like, oh, it'd be rude. So anyway, I had brought some banana up and I started it was really fun because when I would sit in the chair with my sandwich, the Bunz would come up and they would get a little banana. So it was like we were eating together, you know. I love how I eat like most of my meals with bunny rabbits. I take my vitamins a lot of nights with bunny rabbits. Sometimes I do all my stretching and like strengthening stuff with the Bunz. I'm pretty lucky. The shorts are amazing. Yes, thanks, Daniel. Daniel, it's like so, I don't know. It's like not even low key thrilling. It's like high key thrilling to have these shorts being made by my producer, and they are taking off and getting a lot of views. And for our the size of our channel, they are getting many views, many views. And we keep like popping back on and like checking the viewer count and or view count, and we've gotten new members, new subscribers. I think we're at 107. Oh, 100. Wait, 106. Okay, maybe someone unsubbed or left YouTube. I mean, once you get to like over 100, I never would say instantly, oh, well, someone unsubbed. I mean, because it could also be that that's enough people that maybe someone just deactivated one of their accounts. If sometimes people have a bunch. Who knows? Anyway, I'm thrilled that we had anywhere near 100. So no, it's all good. Thanks for saying that, Daniel. Because I think that's going to be a solid new thing for the giant Bunz. We're just going to keep making shorts. And now that I've been, looking at the shorts that we've done so far and talking to my producer, and he's kind of telling me his opinions of like what kind of footage is good. And I'm trying to keep that in mind when I play with the Bunz, because I mean most of the stuff that I do is just really for me because I find stuff adorable. So it's pretty much like just authentic, like these are my beloved pets. But I do want to make it easier for my producer to come up with shorts, so I'm trying to keep that in mind. um because yeah, I mean, because the shorts are really fun, and they're really hip and happening, and obviously that's what's really been getting a lot of views on YouTube. So yep, good stuff. I mean, like, yeah, like we are just so excited. We're just I don't know, it's just giving us this like bubbly, buoyant happiness, to see like a new little segment taking off. And yeah, it's it's definitely something to keep an eye on because I think, this is just day two of us doing shorts, and we already feel like, oh, we're really having some success. So who knows, like a couple weeks from now, month from now, like, and you never know. Maybe we'll come up with like something that'll go viral, and you guys will be like, oh yeah, we knew giant Bunz way back when, and there was like 2 viewers at a time on a good day, and No, I mean, we had I think it was up to 16 viewers last night, and I was like, that's amazing, you know? I think it's really fun that we're getting circulated a little bit more besides me telling friends and family. you know? Um Dusty girl, you gotta eat all your nummy greens. Yeah, because it's gonna be playtime soon, and you gotta get into all kinds of trouble. You want to see if we can fit your giant ears in the shot? Dusty has ears of extraordinary size. Even for a Flemish giant, she does. Look, to fit them in the frame. Yes, she needs the whole frame from corner to corner to fit from snout to ear tip. She just, her ear shape, I think is so lovely. And what it reminds me of, do you guys know some of the really big moth varieties? I was going to say breed, like the Atlas moth. They're really giant and they're kind of brown and they have like orange spots and they're beautiful, like kind of, earth tones with then they have like kind of brighter orange spots that I think are supposed to look like eyes to scare moth predators away, any bird or gosh, what bat or I mean even like raccoons and whatever would eat bugs. But anyway, uh Dusty's ears do remind me of those beautiful like feathery moth antennae on like the Atlas moth. Um or I mean there's also, gosh, you guys, Luna moths, we get those around here. I love sitting out at night and just looking at all the moth varieties. Uh, Around these parts, we also, I can't remember what it's called, but there is a pink moth that we have that is pink, and I think it has some orange tones. Just so beautiful, and like so many different types of just moths. And then you start factoring in the beetles and the great band, by the way. but yeah, and then the other wildlife. We've bats out here. We have skinks, which are like, how do you describe a skink? I mean, it's like a skink is like a lizard, but it's a little bit more, it's kind of in between an amphibian and a lizard. They're not quite as tough and scaly as a lizard, but they're a little smoother looking. In fact, what I think I heard about skinks is that they're almost like a little bit more related to snakes with like little feet. Those are so cool. Um, but yeah, Daniel, I hope your new stuff that you've got is going well for you. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can like ask people about, or if anyone wants to just tell me how their day was, or if they have something coming up. The weekend's not too far off. Um, I was toying with the idea of doing call-in Saturday night. So maybe that's something to look forward to, something a little different. And because it's the weekend, maybe we'll have some more viewers. It'll be a little less busy. I think I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to unload a little bit more because I can't leave Emma without. Wait a minute, Emma. Oh, you guys, I was over at my friend's farm today. She gave me another piece of dollhouse furniture. I think she had been looking for this the whole time when she gave me the dollhouse dining room table and chairs that I have over on the girls' side, but it's super cute. It's kind of like one of those curvy wooden Adirondack chairs, that people have outside. I don't think anyone found the blueberries in the middle. Emma, where Emma Piglet? Where you went in your loo? Oh, are you sad because you know that the tray's going away? Wait, I gotta see. I want to see if Emma will eat a blueberry. Emma! Oh, Emma has lettuce in her pigaloo. Okay, she wanted to have some fine dining all by herself. She like did carry out. She did her own like carry out, and she brought food into her loo. Okay, Emma. Well, I won't disturb you. I'm gonna actually. Okay, I think I left enough for Emma. But these guys are. I know these girls are hungry over here. So let's. Okay, wait. I'm gonna go laptop. Hi. Hi. Dusty. Dusty. I want you to go back into your enclosure because oh, no. We're not all escaping. I need to open the girls' side. Come on. I know you're a girl, but you abandoned the girls' side. And when I tried to put you back, you fought with your sister and you bit me accidentally. So there. So we're not going back in right now. Okay. Hi, guys. Girls and one guy. Okay, I'm gonna put this. Whoopsies, who went under there? When you have this many buns, things like this happen. It's going to happen. Okay, Posh. Yeah, get on in there. Here we go. Look at these cuties. Little Gray, you gonna come out of the litter box? I see that you're eating the pellet food, but we got the big smorgasbord salad going. There we go. Okay, so we've got Posh Spice. We've got Little Gray. Hi, baby. Num, 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 num. We've got Sandy Girl. We gotta pan out to get those ears in. Sandy was like basically a twin of Dusty. They were litter mates, and they look so much alike. Sandy's just got a little more red on the back of her neck, as you can see. Then we've got Mama Delphine, who is just so beautiful. She's got these beautiful doe eyes with the long lashes. Yeah, you look like a Disney cartoon character, Bunny. Then we've got Jabba the Hutt, of course. Hello, Miss Jabba. She's our biggest girl. Look at this rotund, beautiful girl. She's so large and in charge. And then, oh, see, can I get you? Then we've got Little Gray. And he is our only boy who lives on the girls' side because he broke out of the boy side and chose to be with the girls. And it ended up working out great because Little Gray was starting to fight with the boys. Really mainly Donkey. Donkey tried to rip Little Gray's face off and it got ugly. So yeah, these are everyone on the girls' side. We've got 5 girls on the girls' side and 1 boy. And then over on the other side, which is technically the boys' side, we only have 2 boys now. Daddy, Papa Gwynnie, and then we have his son Sluggo, and then we have Dusty Girl, who broke out of the girls' side and snuck into the boys' side. And she's been very happy over there. And she had been trying to get out of the girls' side for quite a while. And she snuck out the first time I ever went away for a couple of days. And I had my friend pet sitting. And she didn't really notice what happened. But I was watching the camera feed and I was like, wait a minute. I was counting. I was like, there's like an extra rabbit in the boys' side. Oh, that was really funny. And it was especially weird because I was like not home. I was like pretty far away and I was like looking at the camera feed and there was really nothing I could do. And And I didn't want to freak my friend out because she was going to feel bad, you know. She was like really worried about doing everything right. And I just didn't say anything because Dusty seemed to be having a ball with the boys. So I was like, well, no harm, no foul. She wanted to be with the boys. Hi. Hi, Sandy. Sandy's been the shyest of the giant buns, but slowly but surely, Sandy is getting more, I would say, confident and just kind of more fun and just more tame and friendly. So, I mean, I would never try to force a bunny rabbit to become, oh, you got to be like this, just totally friendly, because they all have different personalities. But Sandy used to hide a lot more when I would try to pet her and approach her. And now she's just, she seems very relaxed. So I think that's good. I think that's good. You know, when an animal feels secure and happy, I think relaxed is probably how they appear. So, Delphine. Delphine is about to I think she was about to give the back foot thump. Did something disturb you, Delphine? Did you hear maybe a coyote howl outside? We have a lot of owls hooting right now. Oh. Goodness, Dusty. Oh my gosh, Dusty girl. Dusty is okay, so this is a box that I brought for Dusty to play in. And I put a food bag in there, and she'd already emptied the food completely on the floor, and that was fun for her. And she created some Jackson Pollock style artwork, which we're going to sell for a very high price. Well, actually, I had to transport her Jackson Pollock creation and put it in the box where she is right now because, unfortunately, it needs to leave the room because I think Dusty is on a mission to redo her Jackson Pollock rabbit pellet food and hay installation, and it just really was not wasn't the best vibe for the stream, is having this giant pile of food and hay that she had made. It was looking a little ratty this morning, frankly. Dusty, I think everyone ran through it overnight, and I also think you peed on top of it. So, so Dusty is just having a ball over there. But Dusty, that good time is going to end soon because Mama Giant Buns Keira is taking that entire box outside, and then your artwork is probably going to be turned into compost. So that's a harsh reality, but you know. Hello, little gray. Hello, teeny. Hi. Hello, Posh. You guys are all like superstars now. Do you guys know you're all on YouTube Shorts? And people are liking your shorts, I think. People are watching. Yeah, it's good stuff. Posh Spice. Who knew that Posh Spice's career would be reinvigorated as a giant bunny rabbit? I hope someone tells Victoria Beckham about her newfound success and fame through a giant Flemish bunny rabbit. Flemish giant bunny rabbit. Okay, guys, I've just moved these because I needed to have room to sweep. And the food dish, you like the food dish in the litter box? Okay, that's fine. Oh my gosh, you guys finished like almost every drop of this food. And someone put a measuring cup in there. Okay, all right. That's okay. Some bunny rabbits like to pick up things and put them in things. Do you want to do that, Posh? Do you want to play with the measuring cup? Yeah? Do you like to pick that up? Can you pick it up with your mouth? What do you think? What's this, Teeny? Do you want to play? Should we get the small measuring cup? And then this is a little like chew pumice stone. I think I actually got that for my chinchilla years ago that I used to have. She lived a very long life. I think she was almost 16 when she died. They can live to be 20 if they really, really, live the longest lifespan. But very incredibly neat creatures. They are they have even more specific needs for sure than bunny rabbits because they are from the tops of like the Andes Mountains. They need it very cold. They have like the world's most dense fur, and they're super smart, and they really super duper need to chew on tough stuff like this. Let me look at the chat. Let's see what's going on over here. Whoa. Keyboard shortcuts? I didn't press that, did I? Oh, did a bunny rabbit jump over? Did a bunny rabbit jump over this? Uh-oh. Okay, somehow. Let me go back. I lost my my YouTube tab is not active anymore. What the? Come on, YouTube. Come back. I'm just gonna reload. There we go. Oh dear. Please excuse me while I am trying to figure out. Hello, box. I did. Did I do to my YouTube? YouTube giant buns. Yes, that's what we want. That is what we want. Low battery. Okay, your Mac will sleep. Oh boy. I need a new charger, you guys. I think that's the problem. Okay, I'm going to try to reload this. I know it probably will run out, but okay, there's the chat. There's my chat. The buns are devouring the vegetable tray. Vegetables and the tray, right, Daniel? You guys, my cough is almost 100% gone. I'm so happy. Giant buns. Hi, guys. We now have synchronized cameras. Wait a minute, we do? What does that even mean? Okay. That sounds extremely cool. Giant buns producer. I don't even, you guys, the giant buns producer knows what he's doing. I wish I knew. I don't know all the stuff. It's really cool that he can do all this because it's only like going to make the channel like cooler and like more fun, and we're able to like do better stuff. So I mean, I just provide the bunnies. I just provide the giant buns, really. Is that right, Sandy Rabbit and Jabba? Little Gray. Okay, is that Delphine behind me? Someone is pulling on my dress. Oh, Mama Delphine, I thought that was you. I thought that was you. Dress puller. So you guys, I think pretty much everyone knows at this point, Delphine is the mama bunny. She also is the reason I have bunny rabbits, because I was shopping at Rural King, and Rural King always has bunny rabbits. They generally have some of the smaller breeds, and they're like kind of in bigger enclosures, and they're all like girls on one big enclosure, boys. Well, one day I went in to get stuff for my other animals, and Delphine, Delphine and Gwynnie were in this little tiny wire cage, like very bargain basement discount cage, and it had a handwritten slip of paper that said Flemish Giant, and the Flemish was spelled with an I, so Flimish giant. And so it wasn't spelled correctly. And I was like, wow, there's a story behind this. There, Rural King is like a big box store kind of thing. But these two rabbits were not part of from their typical like rabbitries or whatever. And they were, Flemish Giant was a breed that I'd always been fascinated with. And I was thinking, oh, I'd always love to have a Flemish Giant. Well, I still had my puppy dog at the time. This is like almost 4 years ago. And I thought, well, I gotta just walk by and not really look, because I'm not in the market to get any bunny rabbits while I still have a puppy dog, a very wily, predacious puppy dog. And I walk by the cage, and Delphine just goes crazy. She does uppy. She puts her paws to the cage. She smashes her face against the cage wire. And I was like, what's going on? And she was just trying to get to me. So I get closer, and I finally like put my hand up toward the cage, and she starts like licking my hand. And she just was putting her paws up. And then Gwynnie, who was with her, started kind of doing the same thing, like kind of copying Delphine. And I just had never seen anything like this, because I've been to Rural King a million times, you guys, with all the critters that I've had. And I couldn't figure it out. And so I started like looking around and shopping some more. And as soon as I got near the cage, the same thing happened. You know, and there's these other large enclosures full of bunny rabbits, and they're not even batting an eye when I go by. They're not even reacting at all. Okay, let me just check the chat. If you move your phone, it will be in sync with the room cameras, and the audio will get synced to the. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you, Giant Bunz producer. That's amazing. So this girl is just going bonkers every time I walk by. And again, I have a dog at home at the time, and she's an very, what do they call it? She had high prey drive, and you don't want to get bunny rabbits with a critter like that, right? So I realized that, okay, I got to start checking out. I got to get to this semi truck. I got to unload a truck full of groceries that I get with a friend of mine, and a lot of people in the community order from. And my friend and I are the main people who are responsible for unloading the truck. It's really my friend. She's like the drop coordinator, but I try to help as much as I can. And so I get over to the truck, and we find out, okay, the truck driver's been delayed quite a bit, like at least 45 minutes. And I'm like, well, I'm all the way on the other side of town. What am I going to do? So I'm like, well, I'll just go back to Rural King, and I just want to see this rabbit again, these rabbits. So I go back in there, same thing. Delphine goes absolutely bonkers, and then Gwynnie's doing it too, and they're licking my hands, and they're just throwing themselves at me. And I'm like slowly realizing, like, okay, they're Flemish Giants. These are like meat rabbits, that's why they were bred to be like so big. And, they, and I'm just thinking to myself, I had talked to some people at the Rural King before. Like this one little girl was like, yeah, we buy rabbits from here, and we eat them. And, we ate petunia the other day. And I was like, okay. So like having, I'm looking at these Flemish Giants with, like that little, knowledge in my head of, people in this community, if they buy Flemish Giants, it's not always for pets, And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, you've got an extra room now upstairs because the chinchilla has finally died. It's set up, it's kind of pretty much rodent proof. It's already been like the part of the drywall has already been like ripped off in the corner. It's kind of really more suited for animals at this point anyway. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Fortuitously, I have ended up back at the Rural King with 45 minutes of time to kill. And so I'm like, kind of hemming and hawing. I'm not really sure what to. And so I send a text out, and I'm not going to say who I sent it to because this is not really relevant, but I'm like, should I get these, bunny rabbits, basically? And the text back that I receive just says, get. And I thought, okay, you know what? That's all I need. That's all I need. I've now gotten permission to get 2 baby Flemish giant. Oh, and they were like tiny babies too. And they were just, oh my gosh, you guys, baby Flemish giants. Nothing cuter. In fact, I should try to upload some video of when these guys were teeny babies. Okay, I can't believe I didn't think about that before because you guys didn't get to see them when they were teeny tiny. And oh my gosh, heartbreakingly beautiful. Like you never wanted to even leave them for a second. They were just so precious. And then they would like learn new stuff like every day, like almost every hour. They'd start to like tumble around and like discover things and learn how to do stuff. And um and their interactions when they're babies is super cute too. But so yeah, I bring Delphine and Gwynnie home, and they were also, what you guys should know is that they were in the same cage, and the cage said females. So Gwynnie and Delphine were both supposed to be like females, and I assume sisters because they were the exact same age, size, everything. So for quite a while, I thought I had sisters until one day when Gwynnie proved that he was a boy. And I was freaking out, as one would do when you've had animals that you thought could never create more animals. So I did separate them for quite a while because they only had litters in this past January, and they're about to turn 4 this November. So that tells you for quite a while, I successfully kept them from, breeding. And there's more to the story about why they didn't get, fixed right away. We won't go into that, but I will say this. Watching Delphine be a mama with these babies has been extraordinary and very beautiful. And the other thing that you guys need to know is that I lost my 18-and-a-half-year-old dog. Very, very much loved part of my animal family. Okay, I'll look at I have no more laptop, so I'm gonna have to pull YouTube up on here. But so while I lost my dog in around Christmas time, I then ended up um so I lost her on Christmas time, but I ended up with 2 surprise litters of bunny rabbits in January. The first one was around New Year's Day. So like I lose my beloved dog around Christmas. But then around New Year's, all of a sudden I am greeted by 4. Okay. I'm greeted by 4 baby bunnies. Hello, Josephine Tracy. Welcome to Giant Bunz. Ooh, I love the emojis. Very cool. Feel free to tell us how you found us, Josephine, because I feel like this might be the first time I've seen your name in the chat. But yeah, welcome from me and the Giant Bunz and everyone from the Giant Bunz fam. community. We are very friendly, and I think it's a fun, kind of lighthearted bunny environment. So welcome, and feel free to tell us how you found us because we just started doing YouTube shorts yesterday, and they've been getting quite a few views, and so I feel like we've also gained a few subscribers and people in the live chat. So anyway, welcome. But okay, so part two of the story is yes. So my dog dies around Christmas. I'm thinking to myself, oh, wow, life's going to be a lot different. I still have my Gwynnie and Delphine, my bunny rabbits, but, I'm missing this big chunk of my life. This dog who's been my companion for 18 and a half years. And my dog was an Australian cattle dog. So if you guys know anything about the breed, they're just super bonded. They're super duper, like almost like a person to have as a companion. I mean, they're just incredible. They're very brave. They can be very troublesome. And mine was a little more on the wild side. She was kind of a high prey drive, and she couldn't really be trusted around the bunnies or anything, which is fine. That's normal for a dog. But so I thought to myself, well, now I just have like 2 rabbits. Like maybe I can start traveling more, and life will be just a little more free and easy. So New Year's Day around there, I get 4 more baby bunny rabbits. I get 4 baby bunny rabbits for the first time. And as accidents will happen, or not, it wasn't even an accident. I didn't know Delphine was even pregnant. So she has the babies in the other room, in this room, in like a little box she had excavated and filled with hay. I had no idea any of this was even going on. I'm like, yeah, you have a play box and you're like running in and out of there. I didn't know what she was doing. I mean, but she was carrying like huge mouthfuls of hay and constructing like this gorgeous nest. But I didn't realize. And then I see her run into the hallway, and I see Gwynnie come up to her, and I see some kind of weird struggle. And I guess they were mating, or Gwynnie was trying to mate with her. And I think he successfully did. Within like 5 seconds, I've got them separated. Okay. But then I see little droplets of blood on the floor, and I'm like, what does this mean? What is going on? So I finally investigate in the bunny room. Finally find this nest with like these little babies in there. But what ended up happening is Delphine had just given birth, and within seconds, she gets, basically mated with, mounted, whatever you want to call it, by Gwynnie. Rabbits can get pregnant within like minutes of giving birth. And that is what happened. Let's see here. Thanks. I have been looking at videos recently, so it must have given me, or looking at, let's see, I think you probably said like rabbit videos or something. That's cool, Josephine. Welcome. You know what? Even if I was not the owner of the giant Bunz and I had no bunny rabbits, I would be watching this channel because it's my thing, like I just and I just will watch these guys. Like if I can't be home, which lately has been a lot of time I've not been home, I love to pop these guys up on my phone, and just as soon as I see them, I just get relaxed, and I'm like, it's so chill. It really promotes my good vibes, my kind of good vibes. So thank you, Daniel. I see what you're trying to help me there. Rabbit videos. Thank you. Daniel's like my co-producer. I mean, like Daniel is always like got the helpful stuff, and the emojis, the GIFs, the stickers, and Daniel's sister made a my goodness, guys. Daniel's sister made a cool sticker. So shout out to the Ozark fam. You guys are cool. And check out anyone in the chat who hasn't already checked out Daniel Ozark's YouTube channel. Please do. It's so very cool. It's funny, it's fun, it's entertaining, it's adventurous, it's creative. It's a little wild and crazy. If you like giant tall bicycles, and you like trying to see what you can do with a tank of compressed air and food dye, or I can't even, or paint pellets and all kinds of stuff. So Joe Tistic, What the heck? Okay, sorry I'm late. Lincoln Park was relieved of their new singer. Okay, all right. Big news, big news. Okay. Hope you and Kenny Kitty are doing well, Joe. Okay, back to my bunny story though. So, like New Year's Day, first litter of bunnies is born. Thank you, Daniel. Their new, okay. So wait, Lincoln Park lost their new singer? I gotcha. They just announced it. Okay. And then Delphine and Gwynnie have a questionable encounter in the hallway right after Delphine gives birth. So then I discover, okay, we have a nest of baby rabbits. Oh my gosh. O M to the G. Right, Delphine? And so my life is like changed forever. I'm like, oh my gosh, I now have 6 bunny rabbits. Oh wow. And I'm making a big deal out of it. I'm making videos. I'm like showing everyone and like sharing the videos and the pictures on Waffle Pone with Jack, because he's of course a bunny person, and he was just thought, he was really wowed by the whole thing, and it was exciting. But guys, 4 weeks later, at the end of January, Delphine, tell everyone what happened. Another litter, surprise litter, is born. And it has also been made in an old hay box, this time in the far, 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 far corner of the hay box. And I did not find that one right away either. I mean, it didn't take me long, but I think it took me most of the day to find all of, what she had done. And in the corner of this box, at first I see like 3 normal sized bunnies. Then in the far corner, I'm like, what is that huge thing? Like there's just like this glob taking up like the entire corner of this like giant hay box. Well, guys, that glob was Mr. Gwynnie Pants, whom you see here in the litter box over on the boys' side. That was Gwynnie. Or what am I saying? Gwynnie, this Sluggo. Oh my gosh. You guys, I clearly need more sleep. But no, this is Sluggo. So the entire corner of this hay box that has been excavated for a bunny nest. Hi, Dusty. I see you lurking. I see you lurking and giving a little side eye to the camera. But maybe I'll stand up and get a better view of Sluggo. Sluggo is he is the biggest of the boys. He is a big boy. And he is an adorable, sweet boy that loves everyone and has never fought and has never been like destructive. I mean, Dusty is hilarious. Dusty is like kind of a little bit of a fighter now, bit of a face ripper, maybe potential face ripper along with Donkey. But anyway, Sluggo was the size of 3 baby rabbits, and he was in the corner and took up the entire corner of this hay box. Stop the press. Joe Mama, you cut your thumb. I'm very sorry. I hope it's not serious. Daniel, infinite bunny glitch. I almost felt like it was infinite bunnies the month of January this year, because I did not know bunnies could have 2 litters in the same month. And now I do. And the boys are all neutered now, so we're all good as far as like no more bunnies will be born. But now I got to get all these baby girls spayed. So, wish I didn't have to, but it's got to be done. I think they're going to be better house bunnies and live longer lives. So that's what we want. But yes, Delphine, you were very productive this year, weren't you? 2 litters of babies. What do you think about that? I remember when Delphine was still nursing full on the first litter. Then she has the second litter. By the time she has the second litter, 4 weeks have passed. Her first babies are getting pretty big. they're nursing a lot, and Delphine is having to eat a ton, but she's still kind of losing a little weight, because nursing takes a lot of energy. Josephine asking, do rabbits need their teeth? Are you saying shave down a little bit? Let me see. I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm putting the first YouTube emoji. It means nothing. I'm just trying to thank you, Daniel. Yeah, so I thought shave down a bit, grind it down. So Josephine, I'm not an expert on that or anything, but basically that's a great question, because the thing about bunny rabbits is that, just like most rodents, their teeth are always growing, and they're really meant to eat. Like, I'll show you. I have 3 grades of hay that I feed these guys. This handful here, this is their the coarsest hay. It's really thick. It's really like, straw, it's hard to bend, and it's thicker. And then this is the medium grade of hay. So this is kind of just like somewhat hard and scratchy and thick. And then let's find the grassy hay. They ate a lot of that. Okay, here's some grassy hay. So this stuff here is more like dried grass, and this is the softest. So like hardest, medium, softest, and they do need all of it. They need all of those different ones, but the most important thing to feed rabbits is hay, and especially hay that is like older meadow hay, that's been growing for a while and it's gotten coarse, and some, you can see that by the time it's been growing that long, a lot of it's kind of starting to go to seed and get these little fuzzy tops, which they like to eat too. But rabbits can get very serious dental problems if they don't eat a lot of hay. And what people are saying now, the general consensus is that bunny rabbits should have, I think it's like 85% of their diet should be hay. And of course, they eat, here's their pellet bowl. They've eaten like all the pellets out of their pellet bowl already today. They love their food pellets, but you don't want to overdo it with those, because you want to encourage them to eat hay all the time, all day, every day. Be just constantly munching on this stuff because it wears their teeth down naturally. Now, if your rabbit gets problems, you can take them to the Jack's lurking. Joe? How do you know Jack's lurking again? Like, are you a mod on here or something? I mean, I'm not, you could be, but that's just hilarious. That is hilarious, Joe. Jack, if you're lurking, type dinky. But yeah, so bunny rabbits, if they do develop teeth problems, it's very serious, because then they can't really eat. Once their teeth get painful, they can get infected, and they can just, if rabbits don't eat all the time, they can get like something called stasis, where things aren't moving through their intestinal tract smoothly, and that's really dangerous. So basically, they can do dental work on bunnies, but it's very expensive. It's painful for the bunnies. I mean, I know they try to give them painkillers, but it's really, really super serious when they need to get their teeth worked on a lot. So, oh, Jabba's licking little Gray's face. So sweet, guys. So who do we have here? Who's our lion? We got Teeny, Sandy. We've got Little Gray and Jabba, and then underneath the chair we've got Posh Spice, and we've got Delphine. Oh, the bunny's looking great. Thank you, Joe. And I love all the pictures of Kenny Kitty that you've shared with me, and I think you put a couple on the Giant Bunz server. And everyone, anyone else who's on the chat who wants to join the Giant Bunz server, that's my server that I have now. I'm starting to remember to post a little bit more myself on there, but the other people who are on there post pretty regularly. There's great emojis, gifs, and stickers. But I would love to see you guys on the Discord. I kind of always secretly wanted my own Discord server, and now I have an excuse. So yeah, please, please join me on the Discord. I would love it. And oh yay, thank you, Mr. Producer, for posting the server link. Yeah, just click on the link and then just click through. You have to click through a couple verification things because a certain person, possibly called Super King, tried to join like a million times. And that's the only reason that you now have to click through a couple things to join the server. It's not a big deal. We're not like trying to screen you for anything other than you are not an internet troll trying to just be weird. So anyway, I'm sure you guys are all fabulous. So, but yeah, okay, so there was the teeth. Do the teeth need to be yeah, I answered that. The teeth, as long as they're eating a ton of hay, the teeth are generally fine. And give them like, see this like natural wood planking, like they need stuff to chew on, cardboard wood, like anything non-toxic that is appropriate wood for bunnies, like the little organic apple twigs and sticks. Oh my gosh, they love those. I haven't been out of those for a long time. I need to get some more of those. But yeah. And then I'm trying to think, what was the other thing I was talking about before? Oh, I know what it was. Delphine. So she has litter one. They're 4 weeks old. They're pretty big. They're still nursing all the time. She's getting kind of skinny because it's like a lot of calories to nurse. But then 4 weeks. So the bunnies, her first batch is 4 weeks old. Then the second batch, surprise batch, is born. And we got Sluggo in the corner. Sluggo's the size of 3 baby bunnies. He is nursing like crazy. And then, of course, the 3 other bunnies who were Sandy and Dusty, who were like twins and looked exactly like. And then, wait, so there was, let me think about this. In the second litter, there was Sluggo, Sandy and Dusty. Oh, and Teeny. Teeny. And Teeny, oh, Teeny's another story. She barely survived. She was a preemie. She was just so teeny tiny and she was having trouble nursing. And I had to force her onto Delphine's nipples and hold her on there to nurse because she would just fall right off. She was just so tiny. But I just stuck with it. Like every hour, I would just hold her onto Delphine's nipple and get her to nurse. And look, it was so worth it. Look at this beautiful girl. I just love her to death. And she has so much personality and she's really active and she's always up on the chair and in the windowsill and hopping up on me. And she's really clever because she's the one who figured out that if she jumped up on the box, there used to be like a kind of a more medium-sized sturdy box that she would jump up. When I would go to the boys' side to feed them first, she would jump up on the box and put her face up and do uppy, and she would always get a little treat before I would bring all the veggies over to the girls' side because she figured that out. She's just really super clever. But anyway, back to the nursing. Delph's nursing, litter number 1, they're getting big. But she's also nursing litter number 2, including Sluggo, who's huge. The look on her face at the end of the day, after she would be nursing 8 babies all day, every day, all into the night, she just looked at me and like, I swear you guys, it looked like she was sighing. She was just like, oh my gosh. Like the look of sheer exhaustion and like this look of like, I'm kind of over this. Like she didn't look desperately unhappy necessarily, but just so like, oh boy, can you even believe I have to nurse 2 sets of babies, 1 set of tinies, except for 1 just freakishly large tiny baby, and then like 4 large babies who are like getting rambunctious and crawling all over each other. And at least when you're nursing newborns, they're like just kind of there. So it was hilarious in a way, but Delphine was like losing weight and I had to like really try to like hand feed her extra food because it takes a lot of energy to nurse all those babies. And then This is something that my vet was fascinated by, and she couldn't believe it. My vet told me that wild rabbits and any rabbit, domestic and wild, they nurse their babies. Wait, let me think about this. I can't even remember what she told me. It was somewhere between, it's probably 4 weeks, but I swear she might have said it was even less, a little less than that. But let's just say it was 4 weeks. So when the babies were like 6 months old, I took the boys in to get neutered. And I told her that the babies were still nursing every night at like 1:30 in the morning. Delphine would thump. She would go into the corner back here. She would thump, and all the babies would run to her, and she would nurse them. She did this for 6 months. So my vet is telling me they only nurse for 1 month, and they're done. They're just done. Like that is not typical rabbit behavior to nurse more than a month. And I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course. We learned this in vet school and everything." And I was like, "Well, I have photographic and like video evidence of like this, of Delphine nursing them till 6 months old." And she just was like, she was so stunned. And I was like, I didn't know. I mean, I'm like, was starting to suspect that it was unusual because the bunnies, okay, like Jabba right here was huge by the time, because Jabba was in litter number one. Litter number one was Little Gray. This little boy here was Jabba next to Little Gray up against the wall. And then was Posh Spice, this beautiful black bunny rabbit who's underneath the chair. And then Donkey, who is a face ripping rabbit, and he is downstairs by himself right now. And he's gorgeous and he's huge. But and yeah, and Donkey, like these guys were just absolutely getting huge at you can only imagine. And they flip upside down and they get underneath Delph. Some of these rabbits were like almost larger than Delphine at 6 months old. They were at least exactly as big as she was, yet they were flipping on their backs and they were shoving themselves underneath her and nursing. So it was just like the coolest thing, but so shocking. Like, how is this even happening? Like, how are 8 baby bunnies that are getting big at 6 months old fitting under this like female girl rabbit that just, she's not, for as far as Flemish giants go, Delphine is about 13 pounds. She's not the biggest. There's far bigger. Delphine or Gwynnie, I can't remember how much he weighs. He may be closer to like 14 or 15. I don't know how much Jabba weighs. I should like stand on the scale with her, like weigh myself and then like stand on the scale with her and see, because she's kind of intriguingly large. Um Look at this girl. Oh, you're letting me pet you. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah. Sandy girl's always been shy. Um Guys, I see that it's 9:03, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I stayed up way too late last night. I was voice chatting with some friends, some really fun, great people. One of whom is in the chat. You know who you are, Daniel Ozark. Sorry, I'm shouting out Daniel Ozark, but yeah, I have not been on voice chats very much, and last night I did, and it was great. But now, between that and having to clean up the bunny rabbit room, and can't remember what else was going on last night, but I'm tired. So I'm gonna say goodnight unless my producer has anything. I'm not even okay. Got 4 people in the chat. Um, but I think I'm gonna say goodnight and yeah, just wrap it up because we'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We have wonderful YouTube shorts coming along, and it's so fun and exciting. So watch out for those guys. Watch them all, because here's the great thing. They're really, really super short. You can watch them all in just a couple minutes, and it's no big time strain. And I don't know about you, but like when I'm sitting around like eating by myself, that's kind of a nice time to pop up some YouTube shorts, because it's like you can just go through a bunch and you're just sitting there eating. And I don't know, maybe people are more social eaters, but I tend to find myself alone much of the time when I eat, which that's fine, you know. But sometimes it's like the perfect excuse to pop up some YouTube. So anywho, I will see each and every one of you tomorrow, hopefully at 8 o'clock. And keep in mind, I may do call-in Saturday night. Wouldn't that be fun? And one of these days, I don't know if Waffle Pone what they're doing tomorrow, but maybe I should like call in briefly to Waffle Pone and like say hey, and like, do you want to see a YouTube short, or maybe just like maybe I could just walk them up into the giant buns room and show Jack how the bunnies are doing. So we'll see. But if any of you guys are Waffle Pone fans, which I know some of you are in the chat, I don't know, maybe if you think that would be fun, let me know to call into Waffle Pone and then like do a tie-in with the giant buns, because they've certainly been on Waffle Pone before, but it's been a while since I've tried to call in. I've been out of town and, you know, busy in how life is and everything. But Linda, hello, welcome back. Linda, I popped onto your YouTube channel just for a second earlier, and I'm very happy that you found Giant Buns. So welcome again, and hopefully we'll see you regularly. But yeah, guys, I'm winding it down. The laptop died long ago. I don't know. I need a new charger. That's what my producer told me, and I believe it, because the original charger is either not to be found or someone ate it. Yeah, I'm looking at you guys. But I will see you guys tomorrow. And as you know, I will be around the giant buns room. So anytime you tune in during the day, you may find me walking around, sweeping and sitting in the chair, eating food with the buns, just hanging out with them. So remember to just tune in during the day too, because it's never boring here. Donkey. Daniel, I honestly think Donkey probably was the one who ate the charger. He's the one who's downstairs where all like the stuff is, you know. Yeah. I found Donkey in my bedroom earlier. He was eating the cover of a book, and not just any book. He was eating the cover of the Dostoevsky paper. It's only a paperback of the Brothers Karamazov, one of my favorite books. He ate almost the entire cover. So let's just leave that there. This is what I have to deal with Donkey. I try to close my bedroom door every time I leave because I know he likes to sneak in there. But not only did I find him in my bedroom right before the stream, but he ate the Brothers Karamazov. He probably ripped their faces off. So with that, I bid you adieu, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Say good night, Sandy.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Keira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow, with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen, but CaptainKeira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. CaptainKeira kisses, her heart so full of bliss. In a world enchanted, where love will always persist.